Hello and welcome to Getting Candid with me, your girl Helen. Remember to keep subscribing to the channel and turn on the bell so that you don't miss out on anything that we upload on this channel. Now, today I'm chatting with a very interesting rapper. I find him intriguing and very, very talented, and I think a lot of us are he's been doing it for a long time, but a lot of us is just beginning to know him now and we're loving him. I'm talking about Umusepela Chile. Let's chat with him on the other side. Welcome back. So I mentioned that I'll be chatting with Umusepela Chile, one of the most happening rappers right now. Hi.
Hi, Hellen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm the best.
I'm excited. Nakumona.
Yeah, me too.
I'm becoming your biggest fan.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, you know, when you released Black Jesus, I was like, oh wow, who's this guy? Like, I won't even lie. Like, I would hear Umusepela Chile, but you know what? You don't pay attention because I know another Umusepela, and I'm just like, okay. Then I received a link from Jayrox, Black Jesus, and I'm like, wow. Then I started looking through your other music. Now I got interested. I'm like, this is good. This is creative. And before I get enough of Black Jesus, there's Python. So much creativity with your music. First, I want to know who came up with the concept for Black Jesus?
Black Jesus, I did. I came up with the concept, and I felt Jayrox being one of the successful artists I know in Zambia, I felt it would be an honor to work with him on it, and also to just get to listen to his stories and other things that maybe the outside world doesn't know. So, and I was glad. You know, such concepts are a bit controversial, and when you present it to someone is where somebody has to be real. It's more like I'm asking you to open up on certain things, and only an artist who is matured and very, very ambitious and passionate about what they're doing will understand and know that, oh, this is something big, and he can guide you. So it was great working with him on it. He accepted, and he helped also a lot, because he was like, okay, because there were times you would ask a question and you'd be like, okay, why are you not asking direct?
Yeah.
Just ask me direct. I was like, oh, really? I need to be free? Okay, cool. Yeah, so it was an awesome experience. Yeah, it was a team.
Why the
build-up,
title Black Jesus?
Well, the title Black Jesus, Jayrox is playing the adult Jesus, and Umusepela Chile is playing the young Jesus. Because when Jesus was young, he used to be curious, and when he was an adult, he became old. He was wise. So that's the science.
How did you meet Jayrox?
How did I meet Jayrox? I received a phone call from BJ. That's the video director, because I've been working with OG BJ back then, whilst we were still pushing, and then I'm sure his works, the videos he used to do for me, and the production, is what Jayrox got his eyes and ears on, and he liked what he saw, and then I received the phone call that I should come, we sit down and have a talk.
Because you know, when I saw Black Jesus, the concept, the video, everything for me, it kind of made sense that you're working with somebody like Jayrox, because I think your artistic levels are very deep. It will take somebody who is as artistic as Jayrox to bring it to life also, and to understand your kind of art. So when you met and had a chat, was it like first chats and then Mamona Fet Apa, we're good to go?
Black Jesus isn't the first song I've done with Headphone.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I can say is, when I first met Jayrox, it was that kind of, because I grew up that a bit kind of, what can I say? I was very, very protective of myself, musically, talent-wise. So when I went to see Jayrox, it was a situation where I'm like, if it tells me something which I'm not going to be happy with, I'll just walk out of the music. But my perspective was wrong. It seems like certain times we judge people from afar. Yeah. But when we met and the kind of talk that we had, I saw somebody with a vision, and I was like, that's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
A man with a vision.
What kind of perspective were you expecting before? Like, what were you seeing? Like, how is he? What is he going to say? What is it?
You know, I've always had this perspective, thinking every big artist has this ego, like they feel like they got it all.
Okay.
And without them, you can't make it. Yeah, but I was wrong. That's the perspective I had about him. I don't know other artists. So when I met him, I had a personal talk. And then I began to understand that, okay, there's more to this man than just the music that everyone sees outside there.
Okay, I want to take you back a little bit. Are you from born and bred Lusaka or Copperbelt?
I was born in Lusaka. I grew up on the Copper Belt, and that's where I started my music, and then now I'm based in Lusaka.
Okay, your family?
Yeah, my nuclear family is on the Copper Belt. I do have other relatives around, like here. I do have family, but nuclear-wise, they are all on the Copper Belt.
Was there any inspiration coming from your family in terms of music?
No, I'm the first to ever do this in my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did your parents say?
And you know, the funny part is I've never sat down with my parents and talk about this music thing.
Okay.
But they say actions speak louder than words. Their actions really showed that they were supporting. Yeah. Because there were times I did certain songs back then when I was starting, and they would ask me, when are you going for a show? And meanwhile, before that, I was thinking,
really?
these people allow me to go out at night for a show.
Yeah, that's
and
what
then
I
they'll be
wanted
like,
to
these
say.
people are waiting for me to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say I've gotten any negativity from my nuclear family. Maybe distant relatives. Yeah, but my nuclear family, it has all been cool. They have always been supportive. You know, unless a lot of people misunderstand support. Some, they want to be carried on their parents' backs and be taken to the studio or be given money to go and record. No.
Yeah.
Support is just when you come back from the studio, you find Shima waiting for you. Meanwhile, you never left anything at home.
Yeah,
that's real support.
Yeah.
Yeah. And each time you tell them I have a studio session, they respect that time. That's enough support for a Zambian artist to begin their career.
That's anybody. I think if they're allowing you, especially like our Zambian parents, if they're even asking what time you're going for a show at night,
yes,
then that's like full support. Yeah. So you have been singing for some time. Like I said, like when I listened to Black Jesus, I was compelled to check for all the other songs that you've been doing. When did you start doing professional music? Like let me go to the studio and record this, and I want it to be on radio and stuff. When did you start doing that?
I'd say I started in, let me just say 9 years ago, 9 years now. Yeah, that was in 2012. That's when I started. Like, I'm going to record a song.
Okay. Yeah. Your lyrics are so blunt. Was it always like that from the beginning, from inception, from the time you started? Were you so like, I'll say what I want to say. I'll say what I want. I know you did that song, talk about Unza. It was so like you didn't want to leave out anything, because most people would rather after Mumbai, then you start putting it together, but you just like hit the nail.
Yeah. I've always been an artist who puts truth and reality in my music, because most of my music is inspired by my experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I have a conversation with you here, I'll grasp positivity and negativity and gather them and come up with something big which is going to inspire someone out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let's take a break and then we'll continue chatting after this.
Welcome to this special edition of Zees Ravishing. My name is Kiliana, and today's episode we're going to be looking at the natural ebony glowing kit. So with this kit, any person of any skin tone can use it, whether light or dark, because it doesn't make you lighter or darker. It just keeps your complexion looking fresh and radiant. So first of all, we have the natural lotion. This one moisturizes the skin and also helps with blemishes like pimples and dark spots. Then we have the natural soap that also deals with blemishes and pimples because it scrubs them off. Then we have the skin toner, which is used before the cream because it prepares the body for the cream. Then we have the natural scrub. This one is used to exfoliate the skin that works with the shower gel. The shower gel keeps the skin soft and silky. Then we have our magic kit, the facial toner and the face cream. This kit helps remove blemishes and keeps the skin looking radiant and fresh. You can check our Facebook page at Zees Ravishing, where your skin speaks volumes. Thank you.
Welcome back. So, Umusepela Chile.
Yeah.
Weren't you ever like Gawafune Nimbo, where you speak so much truth weren't you ever worried that shilafika pa level, yeah, maybe I'll be blacklisted?
There's a difference between fear and respect. Yeah. And people don't like people who have fear, but they like people who have respect. So in whatever, the music I make, or I've made before, it has always been about sticking to that concept of I shouldn't disrespect, but I should just talk about the truth.
Okay.
I've had songs where I would talk something about you, Hellen, and what how I've understood.
Like you talked
certain
about
things.
Princess Natasha Chansa, you talked about TAP.
Yeah,
that was some truth.
Such songs, yeah. It's where I talk about certain stuff which will even make the person I'm talking about respect me and know that, okay, what this artist is saying is true. And whenever I meet that person, it's not even a bad vibe. You just be like, so you've just been watching me, stuff like that, yeah. But at the end of the day, we're trying to change the face of the Zambian music industry, where we bring reality, we bring our stories to the art, which will make people relate more. Yeah, so I've always kept the respect and not the fear.
Okay, so I know respect for me, like it's a big thing. We all want respect, yes. And I think earlier on you mentioned to say before you met Jayrox, you thought you have that ego of I've been in this industry for a long time. And you actually mentioned it in Black Jesus, where you said other artists, the artists of your generation, sometimes there is no respect. Do you have any particular experience that you can say, I can refer to and say, I experienced this with
this artist?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Energy doesn't lie, Helen. Energy doesn't lie. But you have to be mature enough to understand what's going on. Yeah, I think that's all I can say.
So you could feel it, like?
Yeah, there are certain experiences that you get to have. It's not only musically. I'm sure even people out there in other fields, they can be doctors, they can be nurses, in their fields as well. Even you in your field as a presenter, yeah, there are certain energies that you get to notice that, okay, here it's going on like this. Yeah, this brother or this sister has this energy. Yeah, so it's not something I can point at, but it's something general.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now how is it going working with Headphone? How long have you been signed to Headphone Music?
I've been signed, it's a year now, and a year and a month, it should be like a year and 2 months.
So far?
It's very well, and I'm glad that within this period I've been able to learn a lot from Headphone Music, because to me it wasn't really about what the label has to offer me, because I've seen a lot of people go to join different camps just for them to gain. But to me, it was about what am I going to add to Headphone Music. And if I was going to be a failure, I'm going to blame myself because I didn't work hard. Yeah, because when I lose, I put shame on the label. And when I win, why shouldn't the label celebrate? It should also celebrate, because it should be in dark and in light. We should be together. Yeah, that's the kind of an artist I am. So it has been great, and it has been a very, very awesome lesson experience. I've learned a lot.
Okay. I have. Nice. So now I'm thinking, when I look at your titles, Black Jesus, Moses, what's that?
Python.
Python, yes. What's Moses is what? What's the full title?
Snake of Moses.
Snake of Moses, yes. I'm thinking you like to refer to the Bible. Even just here on the interview, you already referred to the Bible. You grew up in church, or you read so much the Bible, you still...
To tell you the truth, I'm one person who can't even quote a verse. I would just say the Bible says.
Because of the things you've heard.
Some, but most times I've read. But I haven't been so much into Bible reading.
Yeah.
But when I feel like, okay, there are just times you just feel like, okay, let me read some. Then you just open a page. Yeah. When you read, you even forget the verse. But one thing you go with is the message.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so that's how it is.
Yeah, growing up, yes, at school we used to hear these stories of Moses, Jesus Christ, and other things. Yeah. But I wouldn't say, but yeah, most of those I get them from there, because Zambia is a Christian nation, and people relate more to what they know. Yeah, and what I also understand. I wouldn't bring up something which I'll fail to explain when I'm asked. I want something which is not too direct, but it has a meaning, because when people, it has something, it's more like a word which has a lot of meaning. Yeah, so when people listen to it or hear about it, they'll be like, okay, why this title? Why this song? Yeah, so that it sticks in people's head.
Like
Yeah.
Python, I'm about to ask, why Python?
But Python, we all know what a Python is. Yeah, and what it does when it's tempered with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very peaceful snake, but when you alarm it or kind of try to tamper with it, it will protect itself and show you its colors. If possible, it can even swallow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what. Just tell me the concept, everything.
The concept
how it
behind.
relates to the song. Yeah.
Well, there's this other side of I'm just showing this other side of a snake, of how humble it can be when you just let it be, and how vicious it can become. Yeah. So it's more about showing you the other. There's a word I've heard which says sometimes when people don't respect you, you gotta activate your ego so that you remind them who you are.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
that's a message you're trying to put out. That's
Yes.
what I wanted to hear. Okay. Have you ever released an album, an EP?
I wouldn't say right now. I'm working on an EP.
Okay.
Yeah, there's certain collection projects I did back then when I was still pushing. Yeah, but at the moment I don't have any EP, and it's what I'm working on.
Nice. So when can we have it? When can we listen to it?
Well, I'm a man of actions. I don't really like talking anyhow or just promising things. I prefer people see the actions than the words, because there may be things which may distract me from dropping an EP or an album, and people be like, bro, you've been talking about an album.
Yeah.
So I'll prefer just drop it and say it's ready.
But are we seeing more singles from?
Most definitely.
And videos.
Definitely. Videos.
Yeah. You seem excited about.
I love videos connected with audios because they just express more about what is inside me as an artist. Yeah, so it's just that.
Cool. Now, because I enjoy your rap so much, I don't want to let you go without doing something. I want you to rap something.
I should rap something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's from one of your songs or a freestyle. I don't know.
That's so funny, Hellen. That's so funny.
Just something really short.
Really short. I don't usually do this, but since it's a special show.
Yeah, please. You can look into that camera.
Cool. What can I say? Oh, there's no beat. Huh?
There's no
So
beat.
it's an acapella?
Yes.
Okay, I like acapellas. They don't limit me. Okay. You are looking at the son of the Most High Daddy. In case tamule mwene mweko somebody bese bachiteko witness fichitike pali the same boy mwawe lati selelo kutadi. Apadina mapalole sana mutebeta ita padi nanguba mobenga munchita diri daddy. Kabeta ba mulomo bese ba monofo chilipa kutipa kushimika bekela bako mkwae ha funny our blessings keep coming.
Yeah, was that every style?
Yeah, it's something I've been thinking.
Oh, nice, I like it. And thank you so much for coming through, and I hope we can have more chats in future.
Definitely.
When that album is out or the EP is out, you need to come back and we need to talk about it.
Sure, we will.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Peace.
Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed knowing Umusepela Chile a little bit, and we hope to have him on the show and wishing him all the best from me, your girl Hellen. Bye-bye.